Hello, my lovely scrapbook friends. It's Tuesday, and I am bringing you a layout that is basically a note that Ashley wrote to me. Oh, it was a year ago, a little over a year ago, and left it on my desk. And I woke up in the morning and found it, and it was the anniversary date of the first time we met is when he wrote it. So he's very sentimental. And so I just took those words and basically got a paintbrush and some Mr. Huey's in Bazinga Blue and painted his words on a sheet of white cardstock by Basil. And then I just kind of randomly did some splatters, and that is basically the background. So I added, that didn't turn out good. I still had some black on my brush. I added some color around these frames, but what I've come to realize is some printers are pigment ink and some are dye ink. And when you have dye ink, anytime you get water on them, whether you print on watercolor or cardstock, doesn't matter, it's going to bleed. And so I'm trying to be really careful here and not let it bleed. And I'm just coloring in the frames. These are print and cut that is a Wilna file. And I just printed it out and trimmed it and then colored it in. And I do that for a couple of them. And this layout, it doesn't have a lot to it, so it was pretty easy. And that is my favorite picture of us. That was the first, we were together a couple of months. That was the first time we had gone out and spent a weekend together and stayed out of town. And I'm just using a little tiny piece of doily, as you can see, and then I'm kind of layering up those frames that I cut apart. And I just love that picture. I don't know, it's a good picture of me, it's a good picture of him. He's always photogenic, but sometimes he'll have a look in his eye like he's so happy, and he's just, I don't know. He looks like he's just so in love. I love it. It's my fave. I love that look. So we did meet on August 17th, 2011. But he wrote me the note in 2013. Okay, so a bit of a hiccup, but I'm back. And let's see, the bow is Studio Calico. And you can see I painted another frame. And that's a picture of us in 2013. And I find some flair from a Flair for Buttons. Oh, and I know what I'll tell you. Oh my gosh, I broke down and bought the Maggie Holmes open book. Oh, I could not help myself. I wanted it so bad, and I kept saying, no, I'm going to wait. But I was afraid it would sell out, so I had a weak moment today, and I ordered it, and some Market Street, and just a couple of bits and pieces of other things. Stitched by Amy Tan, but I just ordered a couple of pieces of the paper of the open book. It was mainly the ephemera that I wanted, so I did really good in that respect, but I just got a few bits and pieces of each collection that I haven't gotten, that I've been dying to get, and open book was the number one. So I was a naughty girl today and did that. And I've been really good about not buying anything, so I guess I was overdue. Anyway, I'm just kind of adding some of my own enamel dots that I made from perler beads, and adding some labels from Bella Boulevard, and let's see, what else? Oh, I used some of the My Mind's Eye collectible and the L Studio You and Me little snippet labels. The wood veneer, I just used some Tide Pool to color, and it says Us. And the inks that I splattered on the page are Aloha Green, Glimmer Glaze, and Mr. Huey's Bazinga. And then like the actual stamping ink I used was Tide Pool from Hero Arts. And I went around the edges and distressed with the Tide Pool. Okay, another slight hiccup. So, back to the layout. I actually had to go pick up London from her boyfriend's house, Freedom. So, about 30 minutes has passed. And I'm just adding more labels. I had gone through some of my labels that were October Afternoon, but I don't think I end up using any of those. My notes say that I do end up using a Martha Stewart border, but I'm not sure where I use that either. So, your guess is as good as mine. Now, the stickers here that you see are by the Family Collection, and those are by Glitz. And I think that will kind of finish up the layout. I do a little bit more in that top corner. Oh, there's my Martha Stewart punch. I do... I had the little hearts from the punch. I was wondering where I put an edge, a border edge, but it's not. It's the little falling hearts that I put on there. I've already got these in my books, so I'm kind of ahead of the game. So I'll just finish it up for you and play a little music. There is still pictures on the end of this one because I did not forget or erase or lose. I've actually lost 2 videos lately and some still pictures. So unfortunately, there are a couple of videos that will be missed. But like I said, I'll just let you watch me finish this up, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.